I don't think I've ever been more upset on a phone call than I was at that point with them. It was just like, this band has gone through so much for 5 years to try and fucking get this thing off the ground. I can't believe you're doing this to them. They wouldn't give us the record back.
No way.
And I didn't have $110,000,
Yeah.
nor did the band. I literally had Nelly, Furtado, and Metric demos
Crazy.
that were shopping at the same time. And Nelly went through the roof.
Yeah.
And Metric, we ended up doing a demo deal with Warner Brothers. I don't know if your listeners or if you remember demo deals, if you're too young to remember demo deals, but demo deals would be, record labels would say, listen, we're not going to sign you to a big record deal, but we'd like to test drive. You know, we're going to give you $10,000, go record 3 songs. Let's work on them together. Let's pick a producer, a studio. Let's pick the songs. Let's work together. And then we'll present the records to the company and see if we want to do a real record deal. So we do a demo deal with Warner Brothers. And after about a year of going through that whole process, Warner passes. I'm out in the world. I'm still shopping bands. I probably do Sum 41 by this point. Metric moves to London, and they do a demo deal with Island Records. Same thing happens. They do the demos, they do the dance, they do the trial period. Island passes.
Okay.
And I'm back in the U.S. I'm not sleeping on Chris's couch anymore. I can afford a hotel. I'm flying direct into New York.
Yeah.
I'm shopping bands and doing like 3 Days Grace and Billy Talent and Sam Roberts and Hot Hot Heat and all these bands. Metric moves to Los Angeles. They do a demo deal with Virgin.
Yeah.
Same thing happens.
3rd time.
Do a few songs, do a little showcase, present yourself to the executive team. Virgin passes. This is like 3 years after I've done the Nelly Furtado deal.
Okay.
So this is like maybe 2002. So we're like, okay, this label, Restless, had been chasing the band this whole time. But we wanted a major record deal back when you kind of had to have a major record deal, or at least we thought. And so we're like, okay, let's do the deal with Restless. We're getting like 110 grand. We can make a record, put some money in our pocket. We'll make a record. We'll finally put a record out.
Yeah.
2003 or 2002, I forget what the year, I think it was 2002, a month before the album's coming out, Restless calls and they say, we're not putting the record out because of Napster. We're basically going out of business. We got no money. We're not putting the record out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So this is like 4 years after all of this.
That's so fucking demoralizing.
We're not putting the record out.
Yeah.
I said, okay, well, give us the record. We'll give you an override. We'll put it out ourselves. They're like, no, give us $110,000 and we'll give you the album back. And I don't think I've ever been more upset on a phone call than I was at that point with them. It was just like, this band has gone through so much for 5 years to try and fucking get this thing off the ground. I can't believe you're doing this to them. They wouldn't give us the record back.
No way.
And I didn't have $110,000, nor did the band.
All right, folks. I hope you're enjoying this convo. There is a ton of value that you can extract from it. And speaking of which, if you're an artist or manager watching this and you want to get more in-depth strategies regarding your career, then my one-on-one consultations could be for you. These are fully personalized, just you and me tackling whatever you need in your career. Now, if you're not familiar with me, if you don't know, I have over 16 years of experience working with artists like Jesse Reyes and Eminem, to managers like Troy Carter and Tyler Henry, to working with brands like Nike or the Toronto Raptors. I have deep knowledge in many areas of the music business that can help you map out your next moves. Whether that's helping with your personal brand or creating a marketing plan or building out your content strategies that actually provides results, or simply navigating the music industry to whatever is most relevant to where you're at, I want to help. You can now book a one-on-one consultation session for a fee with me through my Calendly. You can find the link in the description below. Now let's get back to the pod.
Right.
So I went to my wife. I said, look, I'm going to take $35,000. I'm going to start a record label. I'm going to sign this band Metric, and I can't go to my grave not knowing, whether this band, should exist or,
Right.
should get their
You
shot.
got to get it out there, at least, at the very least. It's just your own money you're taking now at this point.
Yes. Yeah. My wife, I still don't know how to go into my own bank accounts to this day. She said, if, that's it, $35,000, $1 more.
Yeah.
And so we're on the road to making a record together, and I go to Pop Montreal in 2003, and I meet with Donald Tarleton, who's a concert promoter, owner of Aquarius.
Okay.
Signed Corey Hart, signed Sass Jordan, signed Sum 41. He's an incredible concert impresario.
Okay.
He's a legend in Montreal, concert promoter, partner with Michael Cole and legend.
Okay.
We shake hands. He says, listen, why don't we do it together? I've got all these sort of central services here, royalties, accounting. I got a little marketing team. I got distribution. I've got access to government funding. Why don't we do this together? And then we'll put even more energy behind the band. And that's how Last Gang started. We made the first Metric album, and we put it out in, I think it was May 2004, 21 years ago now. And that first record, I mean, it didn't come out and explode immediately, but it was like the little engine that could.
Yeah.
And this was right around the time when Pitchfork really mattered. The blogosphere and everything else, and Broken Social Scene off the back of an incredible Pitchfork review became, big business.
Right.
And we kind of fed off the tailwinds of that because Metric was associated with Broken Social Scene.
That's right.
Would play with them and tour with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's right. Arts and Crafts and Last Gang were both kind of kicking off and starting around the same time.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
What is it do you think that makes people want to do business with you, even though you didn't have the experience of running a record label?
I think in Metric's case, we'd run out of options, to be honest. It's, we did 3 demo deals, we did a record deal, and we, by that point I had shopped them to everybody and their mother, right? Because I'm like, hey, I got Sum 41, I got 3 Days Grace. Why don't you take some fucking Metric? Like, sign these guys. Come on, help a guy out.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody couldn't get anyone to do it,
Wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't like they were talking to 3 other record companies. They're like, listen, I'm going to get some money together, and now I'm doing this thing with Donald to add some more weight behind it. Like, let's make a record. Let's get some money from VideoFact. Let's make a video. Let's try to get on the edge. Let's,
That's remarkable to me, because what I'm hearing is you're not giving up on this band, even though you have Nelly Furtado, even though you have Sum 41, you have Sam Roberts, you have all these clients. Things are going great for you, but you're still putting everything that you can, all of your energy into this one thing. Not as if you didn't, it's not like you have a whole bunch of time, an abundance of time, but you're figuring this out for an act that has been turned away 4 times essentially at this point. So that just shows the perseverance of who you are and the character of who you are. And there's a good reason why you're still here in the business to this day, doing it at such a high level.
See, it's a bit of stubbornness, it's sort of, somebody tells me I can't do something. And I really, really believed in that band. I believed in them as people, and I really fucking love the music.
Yeah.
I thought they were incredible. And it just, it's like I said, when I trust my ears, when I hear it, I'm like, this is good. I know this is good, and I couldn't go to my grave not finding out. It's like, I got to put this out in the world with these guys and find out what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it happens out of necessity, essentially, Last Gang.
It did, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where the name comes from. It's a Clash song, but we're the last gang in town.
Right.
You know?
But that Last Gang, for those who don't know, in Canada becomes an incredible independent record label. You guys do a lot of great business. And yeah, I remember hearing about Last Gang Records for just the coolest shit. You know what I mean? From in Canada.
Yeah.
I very respectfully, I just never thought there was a lot of cool record labels, independent, just in my younger age in Canada, and then coming across Last Gang and the acts that you had on there, I thought these guys were amazing. And that's kind of when I started to find out who you were. I'm like, who's Chris Taylor? Wait, he's also a lawyer? I'm like,
what?
The guy that's got the coolest label in Canada is a fucking lawyer? What? It's blowing my mind. And this is probably like 2007, maybe 2008. Are you at that point still independent, or have you moved it over to E1?
Still independent.
Yeah.
So 2004, we do the first Metric Records, and then we signed Death from Above.
Right.
Crystal Castles, Mother.
Death from Above, yeah.
Yep. Those are the kind of the first four. And that's all trucking along. I didn't do the E1 deal to 2016.
Sorry, so what you did do at that time was like 06, 07 is you did the TKO deal, or you started another practice?
Yeah, the law firm. I left, we started our new law firm in 2006.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How are you juggling law firm, president / CEO / founder of Last Gang Records at that time?
It was stressful. I'm not gonna lie. There'd be mornings I'd go in the office. I'd just be like, okay, yesterday I started at 5:30. Today I'm gonna start at 4:30, and go into the office. And some days I walk in there. You've been to our office in Toronto.
Liberty, yeah.
It's great atrium, like these. It's like you're in like a greenhouse, kind of like this great space. But I'd sit in the middle of the office and I'd just cry and be like, "Oh my God, this is so, this is so fucking hard. Oh man,
Wow.
I'm gonna die." And it ended up working out. You know what saved me? I ended up with that law firm. We pulled together. It was a great group of lawyers. I had Miro Abala, who's still there.
Shout out, Miro.
Jason Klein, who's now went on to run Anthem. He's the CEO there. Stacy Mitsopoulos, who had like really, really cool taste and was kind of my wing person for like all of those deals that I was doing. It was like a really great group of lawyers, and we had a really great law practice. I was able to scale that. I was able to represent so many artists because I'd be like, well, I'm not available today, but Jason's going to help you with your detailed work, or Miro's going to help with this, or Stacy's going to help with some of these things. If there were big things happening,
It's going to you.
Renegotiations, litigation, change in management, new publishing, the big forks in the road of your career, I would be involved in those, but then the great lawyer team that I had would help me service all of that, which allowed me to have the time to spend on the record company, at least for a while.
Okay.